Right. There's gonna be one of the words that people don't want to hear for real. And y'all know me. I'm gonna say it anyway. Lord put it in my heart. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it real quick. Let's go. Okay. So I'm tired of seeing all the content on the rapture stuff. I'm over it. Why? I'm not here to talk about nobody else's relationship with the Lord. I don't know that prophet, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I just out of wisdom, I keep my mouth off people. But what I will say is why people not reading their Bibles. The Word of God says very clearly, work out your own salvation, your own salvation in fear and in trembling. That means nobody else can carry your salvation for you but you. Nobody else can carry your salvation but you. What we have now is people who lack accountability. You lazily pursue God and expect God to show up, and and even then God is still gracious and merciful that he still shows up. I'm not trying to make nobody feel guilty. I want to convict you to do better. Why was a man able to come to you with a prophecy that God himself couldn't confirm for you? When I seen that rapture stuff, I knew it was gonna happen. Because the Word of God says very clear, no man knows the hour that Jesus will come back like a thief in the night. Meaning that when we are taken up in the rapture, guess what? We won't even know what happened until it hits us. Because God says no man knows. So if no man knows, and God himself said, that means that no man will know. And because people are not taking their own salvation into their hands and being accountable to God and being accountable to their own personal relationship with the Word of God, yes, you need a personal relationship with the Word of God so nobody can come and just tell you anything. Test the spirit. Test the spirit. I'm not saying that God's a false prophet. I don't know. I didn't ask the Lord, but I knew that prophecy was fake. Because the Word of God says, I'm not calling him a false prophet, I'm saying the prophecy. The Word of God says it clear. God is not going to trump his word. God even holds, it says in the Word of God that God holds his word above himself. So when God says something, he means it. That portion of the Bible is very quite literal. There is no other way to interpret that. It says no man will know. Jesus will come back like a thief in the night. That's very literal. There is no parable in it. That's straight to the point. God made it like that for a reason, so there'll be no confusion. And what's irritating is it makes a bad name for people. It makes a bad name when God is trying to get warnings out. When God is trying to get prophecies out to warn people, to help people. It's turning people off. But my question is, can you go to God for yourself and get answers? This lets me know that a lot of people cannot hear the voice of God. Or no, maybe they can hear the voice of God, but they just can't discern his voice. Listen, I didn't need to ask God, oh God, is this real or fake? The Word says it. I'm not one of those prophets that preaches apart from the Word. I believe in both in the supernatural power of God, meaning things that are just, super spiritually, But I also believe in the Word. You have to have both. If you study any life of a prophet in the Bible, including Jesus, majority of those prophets were what? Stewards over the Word. They